Eve is an embellishment value estimator. So you can use this for basically telling the difference between a 4-color job versus adding on embellishment. So you can use it as an estimation tool if you want to, or you can use it as a front-facing kind of talk track with your customer. So if you're sat down with your customer, you can explain to them how treatment costs will affect pricing. Now, I do want to stress that we don't use AI, we don't harvest any of your data, we don't scrape any of your pricing data. Anything you put in here is just yours. It's just a web-based platform. It is a free tool. Anybody can use this. You don't have to pay for it. It's just a free tool on the website. You don't have to own any of our products. It's just something that we thought might help people understand fifth color costs. So please bear in mind that obviously this is just indicative modeling only. You should always use your MAS contracts or internal costing rules, which take precedence over this, but it should do you a pretty good job and you can edit it. So let's move into it. So Eve 1.2 embellishment value estimator, how to. So let's have a look. So we can put the pricing, let's put it into USD. So we've got GB, Euro and US dollars. I'm going to do how many finished products do I want? How many units? So I want 2,000 finished products. There are 4 products per sheet and I'm doing a 3% wastage over calculation. Now make ready, base setup, that's like what you put in for your plates, when you put make ready, pre-flight check-in, whatever you want to put in there as a base kind of cost. So let's just say $175. Now substrate cost, how much is that going to cost you? Well, maybe I'm printing this on, let's say, Unifoil Uniluster DI Rainbow Holographic. Or let's say it's 85 cents a sheet. I can put that cost in there, what I want to charge. Now the CMYK click cost, this is based around a digital system, so we've built it around digital applications, but if you don't do a click cost for the CMYK, you can switch to no, and then what you can do further down here, we can add extras and put your ink cost in as an extra down there based on how you want to do it. So you don't have to do it as a click cost, it's just there if you want to. So, what else do we have? Well, we have tooling. So, for example, let me just remove that one. So, I had it in there from previous. So, tooling and dies. So, if I want to add in a tooling, I can go in here. This is basically things like die cutting, emboss tools. So, let's just say we're going to do an emboss. So, that's going to be embossed, and it's maybe going to cost me $135 for the embossed die. Okay, so we can put that in as a physical cost. So all that means is next time if a job comes in for the customer and they want it reproducing the same job another 1,000 copies, you don't have to charge them for the embossed die because you've already got it. So it's a one-off additional costing. Special colors. So special colors is basically what we would call as fifth color, but it can be 5th, 6th or 7th. So what do we do there? So we have white, silver, gold, neon pink, neon yellow, orange, green, red, blue, and then standard like orange, green, violet, and clear. So let's just say we're doing a white, maybe let's say it's 10 cents a click, it's like per sheet, and I'm putting 3 hits of white. Now, all the pricing I'm putting in here is fictitious. Obviously, you just put your pricing in. Now, hits is very important because when you put white ink over the top of black paper, for example, you don't get full opaque white. So you get a certain amount of that black substrate coming through. So to get a true opaque white, as you'll find out from people you speak to, whether it's a print service provider or you know this yourself, you probably have to put up to 3-4 hits of white. So you can put that in and then you can specify the coverage. So let's say maybe it's a heavy coverage, I'm covering 60 to 90% of the sheet. So we've got certain band categories just to show you the area coverage. And we're not going down to the nth degree. We're not going to put in, it's very difficult to measure exactly how much ink is used when you're working with fifth color and embellishments, because you've got to look at the sheet as in how many dots are on that sheet, but not just how many dots are there. So each dot is a different size. So you've got to calculate the size of the dot to ratio. You've also then got to take into account the amount of hits, and also on some devices, what's your density? You know, if you're running the density at like a cyan might be 135, if you're running it higher, then that affects the cost. So to try and calculate all that is extremely difficult, which is why there's always an approximation of basically how much people suggest the pricing is for that area. Hence why we have band categories to kind of like give you that leeway. Now maybe you want to add in another color. Let's go with neon pink. And let's do that at 10 cents. Let's do one hit, and maybe it's just got a small coverage area. So we can see here it's basically giving the calculations of how much these different effects cost. So we can see here right away that white, $115 at 3 hits. If I drop down to 2 hits, it's down to $77. So you might decide that actually you can get away with 2 hits and it will bring your total unit price down to 43 cents instead of 45 cents, which might not sound like a lot, but if you start running out thousands of copies, it soon starts to stack up. Now down here we have some pre-set up effects in here already, so things like coatings, excuse me, coatings, like a flood coating and aqueous coating, that would typically be based on a per sheet basis. Now we do have what we call the cost basis in here, so you can change that. So at the moment we've got it pre-set up like coating as a flood sheet, that makes sense. Maybe it's, you know, whatever you want to charge per sheet. I'm just going to remove these to make it tidy on the screen. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to remove it down. It doesn't make any effect on your totals over here. Lamination, again, would be a per sheet basis. It's covering the whole sheet. Spot UV varnish. Now on this basis, you might not be doing per sheet because you wouldn't spot UV varnish the entire sheet. Now we've left it in there so you can see how this works. So spot UV varnish typically implies you're doing it as a spot in a certain area. So we can go to cost basis and you can change that. So do you want to do it per unit, per job, or per hourly labor? So in this case, I might decide, okay, well, I'm actually going to do it on a per sheet basis at 5 cents a sheet based on light coverage. So you could calculate it that way. Or you could say, I'm going to do it per finished unit and say, I'm going to charge you 20 cents per unit. But if you did it on the repeat one here, you at least get the option to add passes. So for example, if I've got an inkjet device and I want to do this in a sculptured varnish, so like a 3D raised varnish, I can say I'm going to calculate it on a per sheet basis. So normally you would basically say, I know it's going to cost me, I know, cost per sheet, you know, 50 cents per sheet to do the whole sheet, if loads of it was being varnished. But then say I'm going to actually only cover 5 to 25% of that, and I'm actually going to do 7 hits of that varnish. You can sculpture up the depth of the varnish and put it into your calculation. Now you might have other things, so you know, embossing, etc. Now we did have an emboss on there, so what this means is this is different to your physical cost. The physical cost was the cost of the die itself. This is the process of embossing. So when you put it through your machine, when you're embossing, we might say it's, you know, 7 cents a sheet, in which case a per sheet basis makes perfect sense. Or you might do it on a per job basis. So you might say a flat fee for all embossing, we're going to do it at, you know, 120. And that is per job, cost basis 120. So we now got the embossing fee down here of 120, but you've also got your embossed tooling at 135. So you can clearly define each part of the process. So digital foiling, same sort of thing. You know, on this one you might want to do it with per sheet basis. You might want to do it this one, probably actually you might want to do that one slightly different. So let me just explain how you can do these things a bit more creatively. So let's just remove these last 3. So maybe if something isn't here that doesn't quite fit your model, you can add your own extra. So go to custom, and this one I'm going to say let's say hand gluing. So what do? Do we charge it per sheet, per unit? So I might say actually it's an hourly fee for the whole job, and we're going to charge you $75 an hour, and it's going to take us 2.5 hours to complete it. So you can now see that your hand gluing costs you a certain amount. You might add an extra on for, let's say 3D varnish. Maybe you do yours slightly different. Maybe you say, okay, we're going to do it on a per sheet basis. We're going to charge you 20 cents per sheet based on, say, light coverage. Again, with that kind of like 7 or 8 passes to level it up. So you can control your pricing and work it the way you want to. Now, this is all a free tool, so we've tried to build it as, you know, as nice as we can for you. If there is something that it doesn't do that you want it to do, we are open to suggestions. You know, every workflow is different, as we say here. So if you have any suggestions how we can work this better, obviously we will do it. But like I said, we're not making any money from it. It's a free tool we're giving away to people. priority will be around the V3R product itself, but this is a companion product. So let's see what it tells us now. So the results, we have, it's telling us we need 515 sheets to create the amount of units we need. The base cost is your substrate, your CMYK, and your setup, so kind of like this top section here. So did that. Tooling, we went through that, one-off dies, embossed tools, etc. You've got your special colours, that's your white and your pink that we added. Embellishment, so this is where the big cost came in, because we started saying, okay, well, what are we adding here? We whacked up the spot UV varnish, we put on the embossing, we've got hand gluing and a 3D varnish. Now obviously on this one, I'm not doing a 3D varnish, I'm just going to remove that. So we can now see that that pricing has now come down to $758 for your extra treatments. So you might think, okay, well, how else can I get this down? So, you know, we've got 120 flat fee in here, and we've got 75 for the hand gluing. Maybe we find a way to not do the hand gluing. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do, but at least you've got a price point so you can see how much it all costs. So when you've got it all done, it will separate it all out into this category here. So you can say substrate, CMYK, the white, the pink, the varnish, the embossing, hand gluing and tooling, and you can explain where all those costs come from. So by adding in 5 extras, which is the 5th colour, your embellishments and everything else, adds on an extra $1,000, or basically puts the price up 158% above base cost, which is CMYK. So there we go. You can also save it as default. So if you want to come back and do that next time, you can basically do it. So if I reset my browser and I come in here, it's all set up for me again. And of course you can reset that and it will reset it back to defaults. As you can see, come back to basics. You can also copy it as a summary, so whatever you've set up you can copy it, and we will also be looking at adding in a PDF download option a little bit later. But for now, have a play with it. If you have any feedback, do email us at hello@v3r.studio, and as always we will take on board any suggestions that we can do. If we can code it, we will add it.